Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Bukola, and if you are new here, do ensure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, so very briefly today we are going to be talking about something very simple, something very important. I mean very important. Alright, so let's dive into it. Okay, in a world full of distractions whereby everyone keeps doing their thing, everyone keeps going here, everyone keeps going there, everyone keeps navigating their own path in different ways, there is something that comes to mind. How do you get to make a change? How do you, watching me, get to make a difference? How do you get to stand out? How do you get to do something relevant, something significant? How do you get to leave a legacy? How do you get to add something positive to your environment, to your society, to your community? And that brings us to our topic today, making a difference. Making a difference. If you ask me, what is making a difference? I'll start by saying, when you think positively, you are empowered to make a difference. Making a difference is the ability to have a positive impact or a positive influence over someone or something. Just think about it. To make a difference, you must have the ability to be able to make a positive change, a positive approach towards something or towards someone. That is the way you can make a difference. In another video, we are going to be talking about the power of positive thinking. The power in positive thinking. How does it mean, or how do you think you can be able to think positively in order to cause a change to happen? And as you know, if you want to make a difference, if you want to cause a change to happen in your society, in your family, in your business, in your career, in your company, the place it has to start from is from you. It has to begin from you. When it begins from you, that is when you can extend it to your friends, you can extend it to your family, you can extend it to your colleagues, you can extend it to the society and to the world at large. Making a difference is actually something very easy, very simple. Most of the time we look at it like, oh, to make a difference, you must be this, you must be that, you must have this, you must have that. Whereas that is not the case. Making a difference starts from something very little. I mean, something minute. If you can make a difference in a very small situation, trust me, the more you do it, the better you become. The more you do it, the better you become. You don't have to wait until you become the president of a nation or become the governor of a state before you think, oh, that is when I want to make a difference. That is when I can be able to cause a mighty change to happen. You don't have to join a political party before you can make a difference. Making a difference does not just come when you're in politics. It starts from you. It starts from your mindset. It starts from the way you think. That is how you can make a change. And you don't have to think it is when you have done something so big that is when you have actually accomplished and you have made a difference to your society or to your world. No, just doing something little for that your friend, doing something for very little for that your brother, that your sister, that your colleague at work, doing something very little for them, you are making a change. There is this big idea that you have been nurturing, it has been on your mind, and it keeps coming to your mind constantly. But because you think you are not in power, because you think you are not in government, you think you are not in politics, you think, oh, there is nothing you can do. You just have to abandon it. You just have to leave it for them. No, that is not the way. That is you not thinking deep about it. That is you not going an extra mile. You can still do something. Even though you are not in power, even though you are not in government, the little space you are occupying, you are still empowered there. You are still leading there. So why not start from there? Why not begin from there? The people you are working with around you, people you are living with, even in your own immediate family, why not start from there? Why not lead from there? Why not cause a change to happen from there? You don't have to wait. Even though you have that big idea that you want to execute, why not start small? Why not start from where you are currently? Can you see yourself breaking it down into smaller bits, into smaller pieces, and see where you can start from? Then gradually, you see yourself climbing the ladder. And before you know it, that big picture, that big idea that is on your mind, you see yourself executing it well. I was having a discussion last week with one of my friends, and one thing he mentioned was that, to make a change to happen, or to cause a change to happen, or to make a difference, he said it has to come from people who are in positions of authority. It has to come from people who are in power, people who are in politics, people who are already high there. And I was like, no, I don't agree to that. Why? Because wherever you are also in power. In that your room, you are in power. In that your house, you are in power. In your family, you are in power. In the company where you work, you are also an authority there. So why not start from there and not just think it is just for this set of people? Only these people can actually actualize this? No, you can also do it. You can also make it happen. You can also bring it to fulfillment. You can bring it to pass. You can bring it to reality. If you keep waiting for this person to do it, if I keep waiting for this person to do it, the point is no one is going to get it done. And that is why I must stand. And that is why you must stand. And when we both stand, we'll make it happen. Why not decide today that you are going to make a difference? I am deciding today that I'm going to make a difference. Why not join me on this journey and let's make a difference together? If you decide to make a difference, if I decide to make a difference, we can have a better nation. We can have a better environment. We can have a better community. We can all put hands together, join forces together, and we make the right positive change. If we keep on complaining, oh, this is not working, oh, that is not working, this is not happening, that is not happening, it will not happen until you decide to step up to do it, to do something about it. It will not happen until I decide to do something about it. So why can't we just decide to get up and do something? Why do we want to just keep throwing blames? Why do we want to keep saying it is them, it is them, it is them that know? It is not right. We need to do it together. We need to join our hands together in one accord and say, this is our responsibility. And we are going to make it happen. Why not join me today as we make a difference in this nation? And if you're a young person listening to this, you are still a youth, you are still a teenager, why not make that decision now? Why not decide to start now? You don't have to wait until you are in your 40, your 50s, your 60, your 70 before you think you want to make a change to happen. You don't have to wait until you are a grandfather. You don't want to wait until you're a grandmother before you say, oh, now let me influence my children. Let me influence my grandchildren. You can start now. You can start now. Causing a change to happen, making a difference can happen right in your home, right in your family. You can influence your father. The father can influence the child. You can influence your brother. You can influence your sister. You don't have to go out there to start causing the change to happen. You can start from where you are. You can start from your home. See how far you can go and see yourself doing great things. See yourself doing mighty things. You're unstoppable. So why not do great things? Greatness is inside of you. So why not do it? Why not act it? Why not become it? I'm challenging you today to make a difference, to cause a change to happen in your family, in your workplace, in the society, and in this nation. Making a difference and causing a change can only happen when you decide to take action, when I decide to take action, when we both decide to take action. Then we can cause a change. We can make a change to happen in our environment, in our families, in the society, in our nation. We can cause a change to happen. We can make a difference together. So why not decide today, even as I am also deciding that I want to make a change? Why not look at this year and say, oh, before the end of this year, I am going to cause a change to happen in my family, in my environment. I'm going to cause a change to happen. Why not influence that your brother? Why not influence that your sister? Why not encourage that your mother? Why not encourage your father? Why not look at things with a different mindset, with a different perspective? Why not think more positively? Why not have a different mindset, a different approach towards handling matters, towards handling issues, and see how beautiful things will turn out to be? But remember, for you to make a difference, you need to be intentional. For you to make a difference, you need to be focused. For you to make a difference, you need to be sure you want to. Don't forget, making a difference is not for only a set of people. It is for everyone, including you. Making a difference, causing a change to happen, It is not for just a set of people. It is not only for a category of people. It is not for only those who are in high positions or people in power, in authority, in government. It is for you. It is for me. So why not decide today that we would join the forces of people who are ready to make a change, people who are ready to make a difference, people who are ready to cause that difference to happen in their environment, in their family. Why not determine today that in your workplace, you will cause a change to happen? You will make a difference there. I'm telling myself I will make a difference. Why not tell yourself the same? The world can be a better place if you decide to make a difference. If I decide to make a difference, we can have a better world. You don't have to wait until you become that big person, that big figure. Just where you are now, you can start there. You can start there. You can start there and see yourself evolve with time. I'll end by saying this. When you think positively, you are empowered to make a difference. When you think positively, you are empowered to cause a change to happen. Making a difference, causing a change to happen, it begins with you. And it begins with your mindset. It begins when you think positively. It begins when you approach things from the light of hope. This thing can actually happen. When you say that hope, even though this thing doesn't look like it, but do you believe that it can actually happen? When you think like that, then it will happen. Because your mind will constantly think of different ways by which you can make it happen. Your mind begins to bring forth different ideas. And before you know it, you are doing great things. You are doing mighty things. Things you never imagined you could have done. Then you see yourself doing. Why? Because you decided to think positively. So why not decide today, as I am deciding, to make a difference, to cause a change to happen everywhere I find myself? Why not join me, even as we make a change? Alright, thank you very much for staying tuned and watching this episode. If you are yet to subscribe, please ensure you do subscribe. And don't forget to like, to share, and to comment. And please do let me know what you think about making a difference. Do you think it is possible? Do you think you can do it? Do you think it is something we can do together? Please let me know in the comment section. Thank you very much for watching and see you in the next one.